Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I'm so glad you're here. You guys, so much crazy stuff is coming out about Hank and Skank. You can hear the glee in my voice. I can't stop laughing. That I thought this would be the best way to talk about it. We're going to hit some of the highlights and lowlights from St. Meghan Markle, and I'm going to address some of the stories coming out about those two, starting with this one. I have been dying to talk about this. I've seen the pictures recently that have come out, more pictures of this dress, and it just, well, to quote, was it EXP 121? It never gets better. You're right, EXP. It never does get better. Oh my goodness gracious. We're getting more of these, I don't know, images leaked, and I'm thinking it's just so bad. Why would you want more of this out? So can we, for just a second, revisit this monstrosity? And then I'll get into more news. So EKP 121, apologies, I think I said X. EKP, those letters are tiny. 121 said, every picture of this dress is terrible. There's no angle where it's okay. If your dress is giving you a bulge, back fat, doesn't fill out your cups, has a slit so high you can't sit down, I'm going to add the left or east and west boobs. That's what I always call this dress. It's like east and west boobs. Maybe don't wear it. I just don't get it. There are so many styles that have worked well on her and would have been perfect for the event. Just wear those. Same. I always say I'm not body shaming. Everybody's body is their body. It's not anything to do with that. It's just the worst cut I've ever seen on any dress ever. It really is appalling. I just am obsessed. And now that we've got these new images, it's just like, kapow, here's my nips. What's going on? I don't understand it. I did a video where I go into all the ways where I think she's emulating Julia Roberts. And I said at the time, I think this is her attempt to wear the Julia Roberts red dress from Pretty Woman, but failing spectacularly. Oh, it's just so bad. I have never claimed to be a fashion expert, but I know that if it pulls in every direction like this and bunches and points and separates, it's probably not right. Cold Computer, great name, says, LMAO, the smug smile on Thicko's bloated face is what taking me out. He really thought the Instagram loving bee wife did something with that sartorial monstrosity. And then we have this gorgeous image I will never get over of Catherine, Princess of Wales, in her beautiful red dress, and then that leg. That leg. Let's see. Seinberg 8 says there really are no words to describe how bad this dress is, and that she still decided to wear it. Oh, not only that, she showed it off in the Netflix thing, remember? She showed people fitting it on her and really thought she was doing something with this thing. I become fixated on things, and this is one of them that I became fixated on because there's no angle that this looks good. And then we got to see all the ways that the bronzer's going on here. Then we have the bundage, and it says, what cracks me up the most is so many fittings. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Fittings featured on the shittimentary. She truly believes she looks fantastic in it. Exactly. I love that they called it shittimentary. That's what I'm saying too. Very proud of herself in the shittimentary. Harry did that cheeky thing where he was like, tell me you're getting this to the crew. You know what I mean? So that way, oh, look at my beautiful wife. Oh my goodness gracious. They both need eye exams. What's happening? Deep Poem 55 says, oh my God, the nipulation, great word, is killing me. It's killing me too. What? You mean you don't want yours to point east and west like this? You don't want them to directly point out at every angle like this? What do you mean? That crazy glint in her eyes when she spots the camera is quite unsettling. Yes, fast Feud for future. I totally agree. I never not noticed that. She eye blinks the camera every single time. And what's interesting to me is look at anybody else around her. They don't pick up on it the way she does. She is always looking for that thing. And then in this video, they ask her a question about being proud of Harry, and she could not be more smug in this. That's where you get this look from. All right, if we must, we'll move on from that red monstrosity. Karen Delaney Walker posted this. Grazia, France. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, gold medal for the worst bosses on earth. another member of their staff runs away. Now, I know you know this, but in case you don't, Josh Kettler is the latest to leave. He was chief of staff. He was there for 3 months, and according to Daily Mail, that makes 18. Actually, they say at least 18, meaning we think it's more, but, we don't want to get sued. So at least 18 of their workers have left since 2018. That's a really good sign, right? For I don't think that many people work there from what I could tell. So for 18 people to turn over that quick, that's a good sign. That means all is right and all things are going well. We'll get back into Karen's original post here, but it's a good time to show you this. So this Jack Royston really bugs the piss out of me. He's with Newsweek. He's so up Harry and Meghan's fill in the blank that, he can't report straight. So he's trying to claim that, oh, no, it was planned this way. It was just a temporary thing. He was just hired on a trial basis. Well, Richard Eden, who I'm liking more and more, is calling him out saying, what? No, he's not. It's not trial. You don't hire a chief of staff on a trial basis. And people are pointing out, it is sometimes a thing that you would hire somebody on a trial basis, but not somebody of importance, not somebody higher up in the company typically. So it really doesn't make sense, and they're just trying to rewrite history. Going back to the original post where Karen had posted the Grazia article, here you can see in it, it sounds like that Josh was meant to accompany them to Colombia. So I'm recording this in advance because I'm recording with HG Tutor. I'm so excited. And also the Sidley twins, and I'm so excited. So anyway, I'm recording this in advance, so if crap is coming out since then and I'm not talking about it, that's why. But as of now, he was supposed to have accompanied them to Colombia, so I can't wait to see the blank show that's going on there. It's going to be a mess. I'm here for it. But let's read some comments under this article, again, in the Reddit group. Purple Bashir is pointing out, I love it. The entire world knows how awful they are. I also love that the best they have is to make it look like they decided to let him go. Even if that's the case, it's not. And all that would mean is they're bad at hiring, which is still a knock on them. Either way, they look like idiots. Relatively Hot 21 says, anybody in his position would the same. Imagine being competent at what you do and still being micromanaged by none other than those two, Duchess of Dumbass Rachel. He should be awarded for sticking with them for 3 months. From what I'm hearing, I don't think he's even listed it on his LinkedIn, so I don't think he's really bragging about this position. Let's talk about this, shared by Beachy456. Chaos at the Olive Garden? Blind item from Crazy Day and Nights. And you always got to take these with a grain of salt, and I'm hit or miss on the blind items, but sometimes they're kind of fun. Let's read this one. As of late last night, so I'm recording this on Tuesday, so I guess as of Monday night, the illiterate one and her husband didn't have even their itinerary finalized for the trip that begins in 2 days. Also, is the trip to an emerald processing center necessary? Dun, dun, dun. That doesn't shock me at all. If this is the case, that doesn't shock me. And if it was that this guy that just left was supposed to go with them, even better. It's going to be even more chaos. I'm here for it. See my bingo card for details. Midnight Spell. Now we know the reason behind the trip. Meghan Markle was hoping to wrangle some emeralds out of this trip. When we see her show up with her new emerald and diamond ring or earrings, or who knows, tiara, that will be confirmation enough. Megsy, you are so transparent. Anybody else immediately laugh and think of that tiara debacle from her wedding? Remember, she wanted the emeralds and, she didn't get them. Aw, poor thing. Then we have Soph Opposite Lime says, aren't they invited? ? That's a big question mark. Doesn't the host organize the agenda, itinerary, and travel? Or did Meghan not approve the host's draft? Ding, ding, ding. That's what I would assume as well at such a point. But do you think that she would do some meet and greets with some peasants? I don't think so. It's going to be so orchestrated within an inch of its life, just like every interview they do. Nothing will be a surprise. Everything will be planned out, full of security. And again, they can't let the riffraff near them. Again, see my bingo card for details, but how long till she latches on to some child to show how maternal she is? Weird, right? Speaking of weird around kids, let's talk this. This was shared by, is it LLL Independence 698? Isn't it back to school week in California? If you can pick and choose your travels, why go this important week in Archie and Lily life? Even still at home, all focus is on the trip, not on him. That's a choice. Please remind me and the media that read here of the milestones that M and H have missed. I have talked about this exact thing. While I don't pretend to know school return times and all, I'm in Florida. We go crazy early, it seems, here. Ours are back very soon. And I've heard from now till Labor Day. So, you never know. But then a lot of people in the comments were saying they're in California. It does start up soon. So any way you chalk this up, it's very odd. Let me read you a comment that kind of puts it in perspective. We got Lynn Skogler here who says, my first goes to school early September, and I've been a wreck for weeks now, prepping everything, lists, prepping the kid, walking to school, prepping wardrobe, inquiring friends who have older kids, asking all the dumb questions from the school, mostly because my parents were rather negligent. I was left to my own devices a lot, and it felt horrible. I'm skipping everything social for a few months. Wouldn't even consider a trip abroad. Nope, not a chance. Meghan and Harry are shitty parents. It's clear. Yeah, I said this in a similar video. I found this whole thing so odd. Now, I suspect that it will be, we're homeschooling because security or whatever. But no matter how you slice it, it is very odd. And it does seem that always the focus is going to be around them. And by them, I mean her. Then we have Cocktails on the Porch. That's a great name. The Sussex recently announced in Newsweek that there will be no more photos have there been photos at all or information about A&L released to the media. And they will not allow questions to be asked about them. This was very soon after the negative situation involving accusations of photo altering toward Catherine, Princess of Wales, on her Mother's Day family photo. It's very clear the Sussexes are now aware any photos they release of Archie or A&L will be heavily inspected, and several released photos of, quote, their children have been professionally judged to be complete fakery. There's something devious and unscrupulous being played out for years now about these highly questionable children. And now this, quote, final act of announcing they will no longer be seen, nor heard about, or allowed to be questioned about is very ominous. Just what are they hiding? Yeah, it's super weird. And to cut it off, to draw a line in the sand after Catherine was questioned and admitted to photoshopping I think it was a sleeve. It was one small detail in a photo. And then they draw this line in the sand. We will not be sharing our children. Okay. So you can go ahead and guarantee that you won't be seen out taking them for ice cream or whatever parental thing that normal parents would do. You will not be doing that. That is dark. It really is. And there's a lot of layers to this that really give me the creeps. All right. Then we have Royally Common, who says, I love that setting their minions loose on a picture with an edited sleeve and step that the princess immediately said she edited has now turned that magnifying glass back on Madame times 100. Everything they try backfires in spectacular fashion. Ding, 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 me too. I love it. They started this and they won't be able to handle the repercussions, and it's going to be so much fun to watch. Backfired on media too, since the whales are no longer cooperating with them and sending pictures there first. Now the media has to pull them off social media like everyone else. They're truly shot the golden goose to jump on a witch hunt bandwagon. They got clicks for a day and lost out on untold money in the long run. This is so beautifully said and explained in such a good point, and I love it. I do. I hate what Catherine had to be put through, and I hate that she was subjected to such, bullshit, for lack of a better word. When she openly said, she edited something as a photographer to fix, like they said, sleeve or something. It was so not a big deal. She's not adding children into the picture. So now all of a sudden those two have just again drawn a line in the sand, like, oh, you won't be seeing the kids. That is just bizarre to me, and I can't say enough about how many red flags there are and how many internal bells are going off over this one. All right, lovelies, my lovely geese and ganders, I really appreciate you all so much. Thank you for sticking with me. I'm dying to read your comments on this. Tell me everything. How bad is this Colombia trip going to be? What do you think about the weirdness about the timing of it? If they could pick it for themselves, why did they pick right now? Very odd. What else? Tell me your thoughts on the red dress. Had you seen those other photos that were just released? Yikes. I say just released. They were released a little bit ago, but yikes. I've been dying to talk about it. Didn't really have a place to do it, so this was great. Guys, thank you for being here. I truly hope you all have the best day, and I can't wait to talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.